everybody, welcome back to my channel. So recently I happened to be in Singapore, and with that being said, I dropped by the Etude House flagship store that has what they call the color factory experience, where they match you up with the correct lip color and foundation color to your skin tone. So it's basically a 45-minute experience where a makeup artist spends with you to figure out what kind of, I guess, undertone are you. So there's basically 3 types: cool, neutral, and warm. And then after that, they want to figure out if you have a pink undertone or whatever yellow undertone you are. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I dropped by because I really wanted to see what kind of lip color suits me best with my type of skin tone, and at the same time I wanted to find a foundation that suits me well. So yeah, they had a few packages. You can of course customize 1 lipstick, 2 lipsticks, 1 lipstick and a foundation, or 2 lipsticks and a foundation. So I chose 2 lipsticks and a foundation, considering I was like, well, I went this far on vacation to come here and to come for this experience. I might as well get 2 lipsticks, because I was thinking I could get one basically for winter time, like a darker tone, and one for when it's warmer. So with that being said, I actually filmed my whole experience with the help of my friend Suzanne. So I wanted to give her a bit of a shout out and thank you to her for being so patient with me and spending the whole 45 minutes filming my experience there. So if you guys wanted to see, I guess, what happens and what kind of colors I end up getting and what suits my skin tone the best, then please watch on. So when I got to the store, I went straight for the color factory, and this is how it looked like. This would be the station for where you would see her mix the perfect shade for me, but unfortunately I didn't see the process. This is the board that tells me I get a one-on-one type of service and how much would it cost for what do I want, and of course I got my 20% off for signing up as a new member. This is just one wall full of lip cases that I could choose from. There were 2. This is the device that she basically used and explained to me all these different shades of colors that's right behind her and what type of undertone that suits me. She basically used that device on me twice just to get a more accurate kind of shade, and she made me guess what undertone I was, and I knew ahead of time I had a pink cool undertone based on, I guess, classes that I've taken before. And as you can tell, I'm right. She matched my hair with a few other things because I do have virgin black hair, and it's not completely black. It's more of like a dark brown because that's just my natural hair color. So she was explaining to me that she needed to put this into the device to basically bring up the right color or undertone that I have. And yes, we were right that I was more of a pastel. Those colors work better for me. So we first moved me to a station where she could match me with 8 different pastel colors. Pink worked well the best for me. She tried on this yellow, and as you can tell, it made me look pretty sick. I looked like I came from the hospital and I just walked out. So she was telling me these colors do matter, whether it's on my face or what colors I wear, like in terms of my fashion senses. And moving along, she did have me try on this other color, which is a light blue shade. It's not bad, but of course it's also not the best. It does enhance some of my flaws that are on my face. The purple also works well with me. This is a lavender color. This lavender color is one of my favorite ones, so I'm glad that it actually works well with my complexion. Yes, it still enhances a few of my flaws. Dark purple, on the other hand, as you can tell, it emphasizes all the shadows, all the dark areas on my face, and this is actually an ash purple. Moving right along, she brought me back to basically choosing the right shade for me. I wanted to choose basically 1 dark and 1 light color because I had 2 colors that I could choose from. And of course, she brought out the matte shades and also the glossy shades, dark and light colors. So she swatched a few on her hand just to show me how it looks like, because it could look a little bit different than from the pod itself. And of course, she basically told me that I should pick the top 5, and then of course from there on, I picked the top ones that I want, the top 2. I also wanted foundation, so therefore she was testing out these ones on my face. We picked 2 colors. I don't think those first 2 actually worked well for me, so I actually went for 1 shade darker than stated. Now she's swatching all 5 of the lip colors that I picked, from glossy to matte shades. It does look different when it's on a piece of paper and when it's matched right next to each other. And of course, with that being said, of course, it was best for me to see them all laid out like that, all swatched out right next to each other. And of course, she tried them on for me, so I get to see how it looks like on my skin tone. Alright, now that you've seen my experience, unfortunately I wasn't able to film the part where she, I guess, makes me that lip color, but by the looks of it, it's not like she mixes them in front of me or anything like that, and she told me to basically come back in an hour to pick it up because I had to engrave words or names on the case itself. So when I came and picked it up, it was in one of these boxes, and I thought it was really, really cute. For 2 lipsticks and a foundation, it was $98 Singaporean dollars. But because I am not an Etude House member, she offered that if I become a member, I will get 20% off. So of course, it's a deal. It's, to me, 20% off. Yeah, why not, right? So I basically end up spending about $70 on 2 lipsticks with 2 casings and a foundation. So let me show you guys how it looks like. So it came in a box that looks like this, Color Factory Etude House. And this was my first one. This is the first case that I got. It just says Kiss and Hugs, and I put my name on the case itself. This is interchangeable, so I don't have to use this darker shade. I can use the lighter one. And of course, they also give me a piece of paper to tell me what's in it and what color shade it is, so that if in the future I want to pick this up again, as you know, it's not like they mix a bunch of colors to get me my lip shade. I can probably repurchase the lipstick itself and with no problem. So the other one also came in a box like this, and I picked this one, which I wrote eventful, because I always find my life is quite eventful at time to time. And of course it says dream on the case itself. So this is how it looks like. So it says dream. Oh, sorry, it says dreamer. And once again, it also has a card that states what is what. So I always find that's good. And of course, last but not least, that was in this box, and with my experience, I end up getting the Double Lasting Serum Foundation. You can get a matte version as well, but I have quite a bit of dried spots, and that was what was suggested to me, that I should pick up one of these, and I have it in sand. So overall, the experience, I felt it was great. 45 minutes worth of educating myself, getting to know what colors suit my skin tone, and of course what colors I should be dressed in to emphasize, I guess, my skin tone versus making me look older. Who doesn't want to look younger, right? As you age every day, you realize that you find different ways to, reserve or I guess keep the nice skin, or how you look, looking younger. So that was always very helpful to me. But prior to going into this session, I kind of felt like I already knew, yeah, I was a cool pink undertone kind of person because of other makeup classes that I've taken in the past. So I wasn't too surprised on what she told me, even though she warned me, hey, maybe the color that you normally like isn't actually the color that you're gonna go with, which I totally understand. Like, I'm sure a lot of people come in and realize, oh, I guess that shade didn't actually work out for me, but I just really liked it, which totally understand. Leaving the session doesn't mean you have to follow everything that she says
that is right, but I always felt like that's pretty good. It is a lot of information to intake in 45 minutes if you came from something with zero experience in makeup, like you don't even put on foundation or lipstick, then I think this one would be very, very educational, but a lot of information to intake in 45 minutes. If you ask me if this was well worth it, in my opinion, not so much, because I kind of felt like these lipsticks I could have picked up myself. Do I really care that they engrave anything on it? Not too much, because I thought that I was, I guess, misled, or I didn't fully do my research that they were supposed to like mix different shades, so like you have one unique lipstick that suits your skin tone versus actually finding you the right shade. Because I felt like if you're here to find me the right shade, I could probably approach any of the sales associates to kind of help me do some swatches and figure out which one is right, versus having to sit through a 45-minute experience, and I'm not even sure if I'm paying the premium price to get these done. With that being said, of course, same goes with the serum. The foundation serum. It was the same thing to me, where I kind of felt like, oh, so you mean I could have just picked one up off the shelf and I didn't have to go through this experience to figure out the right shade, because I probably could have swatched a bunch, you know, on my skin. Anyhow, for those who, of course, who are traveling to Korea or Singapore, both of these countries, I believe, have this type of experience. I believe in Korea it's a little bit cheaper. But the time when I was in Korea, I just couldn't get a booking. So this time in Singapore, I was like, you know what, might as well. I've already traveled this far. For those who don't know what type of skin tone you are and really want to find out, this is a really great experience. You know, like, $70-something for 3 things I don't think is too bad. See it as an experience versus paying the premium price for these products. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if so, remember to give me that thumbs up. I do try to upload new videos each week. I try my best anyways. So make sure you are subscribed and turn on that little bell for notification. I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye!